Hey, welcome to the Stoop football fans. It's your boy Mark, also known as Spawny. Lolo's on his way to Spain right now. He's heading to maybe find a striker. And also this match is still going on. It's been an amazing one, as Bremner's Ghost and Grogan and Ben Ireland can attest to. I see you guys all out there. We're not even finished yet. We're still in extra time. Both teams have been playing incredible. I got a few thoughts on the matter, but I'm going to maybe keep them to myself today and let you guys have your day in the sun. So I don't know where you guys are as far as watching, as far as time-wise. Typically, those of you in England are a little bit ahead of us in the States. If should something happen, don't spoil it for me. And we're just going to watch this through. It looks like Denmark's got a corner kick here. Let's see what they do with it. Blank. Oh, that was a whole lot of nothing there now, wasn't it? Sterling's been great today. I really like that guy. I know a lot of people have issues with him, say he can only do one or two things. I think he's been doing it all the last couple of games, but that's me. Keeping it quiet. Pardon me if there's some dead space, because I am watching. I not sure what we do in this case when we have game time. Now, if it was penalty kicks, it'd be easy to just kind of talk through it. I see they put Trippier in. It's kind of hard to watch this without the sound, too. Jay Michaels just became a YouTube member. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate your support. Everybody say hey to Jay if you haven't already. I think Jay's been on here in the past, but took you ages to renew the membership. Well, you know, that's fantastic. We're glad to have you back. Don't know why you had to renew it, but that's cool, man. We're glad to have you here. This is just Denmark is just gassed as far as I'm concerned. That's a nice little touch, little give and go. Where's that, Ben? Get in the box, Foden. Now they're just wasting time. All right. Well, I think I want to say congratulations. I know it's not quite there yet, but congratulations to all you England fans out there to get your team to the finals of Euro 20. Is it 2020 or is it 2021? I have no idea.
You're putting a whammy on them right now. The game is still going on, and you're saying congratulations.
No, there's no whammy.
Well, we got Naji here.
The Danes are gassed. The Danes are absolutely gassed.
Well,
you got a minute and a half left.
Yeah, whatever. Naji's here. I'm
Hey, Naji.
Hey, guys.
We're bringing Naji on because he's going to help me get through this.
You're going to jinx the Mark right now?
I'm not jinxing anything. I think this game is been over for probably the last easily the last 30 minutes, 25 minutes or however when Kane scored his penalty. What a fucking joke. I'm sorry. Now I am gonna say something, man. That was ridiculous.
I know.
Has the ref never watched Man City play? Did they not know what Sterling does? It was just ridiculous.
I hear you. I don't think that was a penalty neither. Not a lot of us will agree, People will agree, people will disagree, but we think that we know Sterling. We've watched him all season, with Man City. He does it a lot. In my opinion, this should have been overturned, and he should have had a yellow card too. On top of
it. Yeah, but we're not seeing too many of those. Too many of those in the tournament.
Yeah,
we did get yet another own goal. So in a tournament chock full of miscues. That's pretty. That's actually quite impressive. Here we go. Come on, Sterling, get it in there.
But to be fair, we've been lucky with these Euros. We've had a lot of extra time. A lot.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, the last 4 games or so have been. And Bremner's Ghost. I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm definitely not going to jinx it. And is that the whistle yet? Have we got the whistle
surprised.
yet?
I mean, they went down. They still had 15 minutes to go, Denmark, and they couldn't even get a shot on target.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you a lot about Denmark, and the way they got to the semifinals. A lot of people gave them credit. Yeah, they did a lot of defensive work, but they lack a lot they lack a lot offensively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, could you have a shot in 15 minutes where you're down 2-1 and you just need a goal to equalize? No.
Yeah, I just think that I think Denmark was just gassed. I think that they brought in substitutions way too early.
Yeah.
And to make almost all 5 simultaneously. I mean, they made 3 at once. I didn't agree with bringing Damsgaard off.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I thought that was a big mistake. I thought he could have easily been on the pitch for another 20 minutes or so. He's a young kid. He can definitely get there.
He's 21 years old. He can run.
Oh, no. Isn't he younger than that? Isn't he
No,
like
he's
19
21,
or 20? Yeah. Okay.
He's 21. He could run forever, Yeah.
All right.
So now it's officially over.
It's officially over. I'm seeing those Danes. They're not too happy, but they got, there's a lot for the Danes to be proud of. I don't think after what happened with Eriksson, I don't think a lot of them really expected for them to go on, especially after losing their first 2 in the group stages. So good on for Denmark. Yay. Yeah. But as we said, emotion will only get you so far, and it definitely wasn't going to get them past England, Bremer's Ghost says Vindaloo, 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 nar, nar. I don't understand what that means, nor do I understand why the English crowd at Wembley sings Sweet Caroline. Can anybody help me out with that? I'm not really even sure.
Just to be fair, I am not convinced with England today. To be honest, I mean, they had a chance or two. Kasper Schmeichel did a great save.
He was phenomenal today. Yeah. He really was.
I wasn't impressed with England today, to be honest. I gave Southgate all the credit when they beat Ukraine 4-0. With the change of formation and everything. And today I kind of blame him a little bit. I mean, he left all his substitution very late.
Mm-hmm.
He only took off Saka. I mean, you have Rashford, you have Foden, you have Grealish.
Well, all those guys came on at extra time.
Yeah, but it was like, were you not convinced that you could have won the game in like the 90 minutes? Like, did you need extra time to win the game? I don't know. He should have been attacking from the 23rd minute of the second half. Do some substitutions. Put on Henderson already. I mean, do you need Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips protecting the back 4?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good back 4 already. It's not an attacking back 4,
No.
So I kind of blame him a little bit for not trusting himself and putting some attacking players early on,
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like,
all right, so
like untouchable.
Let's get to some of these comments here. We got just about everybody saying it's coming home. And also we got the macronomical, I can't even say that, man. Macronical. Macronical. There we go. Macronical. Thank you very much, Najee. I appreciate it. He says, let's be honest, Sterling flopped like hell for the penalty. Yes, but Denmark were out of gas. I do think that it was inevitable that that England was going to score on Denmark to take the lead and go on to win. I just didn't want it to go that way. And I don't see the contact that was made. Lolo had texted me that he said, well, there was a slight contact. And of course I have to chime in and be contrary. He calls me the most cynical person when it comes to penalties, that it was a whisper of a caress, of a gentle touch. Because I from all the angles that they shown, I didn't see that it was a penalty. And it's unfortunate for the Danes that it had to come down to that. That's how they lose on this phantom foul. But again, I don't want to take anything away from England because I think there's going to be a lot of children conceived today that will be named Harry and Sterling, and quite possibly Jordan, because Jordan picked. It's not as good as Kasper Schmeichel. I think his says spilling the penalty kick. Maybe it doesn't even come down to the fact that it was a penalty and a penalty kick, because Schmeichel saves it. He spilled, but pretty much most of the comments here is that it's coming home. We've got Cow Bacon 232 saying that Italy will put them in their place. But then Grogan 92 will counter with Italy will be an easier game than the Danes. And Grogan, I think you're crazy. I definitely think that Italy is going to give a much, much stronger fight to England. But I guess we'll wait and see. I think that's the match that we had hoped for. Yeah. Earlier on in the group stages, I thought we talked about it being England and Italy, and careful what you wish for, because that's what you get. And I'm very happy with that matchup. I'm very much looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah.
Bremner's Ghost also looks. He also Bremner's Ghost tells us that Sweet Caroline is mostly a boxing song. Okay. I'm still lost on the matter, but that's quite all right.
Didn't it start up in Boston during the Red Sox games?
I thought so too.
Right, that's years and years and years.
Yeah,
ago.
I just want to say that. Of course, congrats to England. It doesn't matter how they got there; they finally got there. But they're gonna be under the most pressure in that final, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So. That's gonna be very important. There's a lot of nerves in the side. There's gonna be a lot of nerves in the side. Italy is gonna play at ease, and but it's gonna be a great game. It's a great final. This is what we wanted, a great final.
Yeah, most definitely. I do think that there's been pressure all throughout the elimination round or the knockout rounds for England to perform, because anything outside of winning it all will be considered a failure. There's just some things in sports where you're just, no matter what happens, it's like the New York Yankees. If the New York Yankees don't win the World Series every year, the season is considered a failure. And it's not necessarily built on their past success, but they build a team that is so good and so good and so good, and the expectations are so very, very, very high, But
Grogan 92 here, he's saying that Italy's defense were gassed by 60 minutes against Spain. It doesn't matter. They have to play with the head. It doesn't with the experience of Chiellini and Bonucci, you have to use your head playing against England. You're not going to be running around,
And I don't think necessarily that they were gassed as much as they just kind of slowed it down to a snail's pace.
Yes.
This is where we're at,
mm-hmm.
And they made substitutions that were with the mindset before the tying goal. They wanted to park the bus. They wanted to just we're just going to play defense, and that's that. But, suddenly it's tied up, and now you have nothing but a bunch of defenders on the field. You're kind of, there's not a lot of attack there anyway.
It's going to be fascinating to see if England are going to change their formation again to a 3-4-3. Because look, that game in the final, it's going to be won in midfield. It's going to be, who wins it? Jorginho, Verratti, and what's the third one there for Italy? Jorginho.
I don't know.
Anyway, these three players, if he's gonna play with Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips as the two central midfielders, I don't think that's gonna happen for England. England is gonna go back to a 3-4-3. They're gonna have wing players helping out in midfield and in defense. Definitely.
All right. Yeah, there's, I think Italy is going to give them a better game. And I certainly hope, it is not something that is ruined by a phantom penalty call. I can't say I was a fan of that. I can't, I keep going back to that in my head, and I'm seeing that. John Shores wants to know that Italy gets a day's more rest. Do we think that it'll be a factor? I don't think 24 hours is going to be a factor. Both teams have been playing a full tournament. Both teams are going to be fatigued. It's now going to be, resting on who's going to want it more. And I think both teams obviously want it more. But again, I think the biggest pressure is on England. We've already talked about that, but they have to win. Yeah. They absolutely have to win at this point for it to be as successful. Yeah, even though definitely. I myself think that that what they've been able to do is quite successful.
I just want to say that third midfielder is Barella. So Barella, Verratti, and Jorginho.
Look who it is. Wait a second. Hold on.
Oh shit. This guy's
What's
in the
going
car
on,
with
fellas?
a mask. I can't hear you through your mask.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
I'm just
Lolo?
trying to be safe. We're in a small environment.
Absolutely.
We've got a cab driver. It's he makes his living this way. So being respectful. We've all got masks on.
Absolutely.
Guys, so I missed the last 2 minutes. Denmark didn't catch up.
No, Denmark did not catch up.
If you can't see my face, I have a big smile on my face.
I see that shit-eating grin. No, it was, but that was pretty much what everyone wants Alexis. Now it's going to be on the stoop with Alexis. But no, she was just, she just happened to be there. And as I had mentioned, Bremner, Lolo is going to Spain for striker. See if he can scout a striker for the Spanish national team.
No. What I'm doing is I'm taking my daughter to Spain because she's a better striker than all the strikers in Spain right now.
There you go.
At 3 years old, and so we'll see.
Wicked step back.
Yeah, she pull back. She's got that pull back.
Pull back. That's what I'm looking for. The step over and the pull back.
She can't quite do the step over because she's only 36 inches tall. So
right. And the ball's like 24. All right, looks like we lost him. He's on his way to the airport. He's a little frozen. There he is. Now he's back again.
Sorry, guys, it's going to be like that for me. So you guys
absolutely.
keep talking if you want, and I'll just listen and chime in. First of all, I just want to say, hey, all you guys, check these bad boys out if you can see them. Let me get some sunlight.
I can't wait for mine.
Me and Mark rocking them. And did you see for this year only? Get the Stoop Crew 2021. Get them while they're hot. Show those guys who join the Stoop Crew next season that they're a year late, that y'all been here since the beginning.
That's right. That's right.
So
they
big
are
question.
Pretty sweet.
Go ahead. Guys, we're going to have these on sale soon. We will have some way for you to purchase them, so don't worry. And then we're going to be shipping them out. We got stickers. We got all sorts of cool stuff that'll get you guys ready for the next Premier League season. Coming up in a month.
Yeah, early, man.
Goodness.
It's like what? Is that when the season starts?
August 16, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 16.
And Mr. Cab Driver, the guys on my show are saying hi to you, so they appreciate you letting me yell in your back seat.
Well, you're much calmer than you were yesterday.
Yeah,
because I watched Attacking Football today. Today looked like football.
Today most definitely did look like football until the extra time, and then it was far too much for Denmark. They were gassed.
Yeah.
They didn't even try in the second extra time. They didn't even try.
They were done, and they knew it. And their only hope was on set pieces. Yeah. And then Vestergaard is out, and that 7-foot monster Vestergaard comes out.
Yeah.
He's he's half of your offensive attack on set pieces.
Exactly.
So it's tough for them. But listen, England's got to be a little bit worried because they didn't, except for a let me get some sunlight, except for a terrible penalty. And I don't know if you guys have discussed it yet, but
we
except for that
touched
penalty,
on it. It was awful.
It was going to penalties.
Yeah,
it was going to penalties. The way these teams were playing, it was going to penalties. And seeing Kane's penalty, they might have lost.
Yeah, no doubt. I was.
I don't know.
It was unfortunate that Schmeichel spilt the ball, or spilt the save. I really wish that a game of this caliber didn't come down to an iffy penalty, and it really, really was. I just seen from all the angles that they showed, it just looked like he was anticipating the touch and just fell. And the fact I had said earlier that apparently the ref has never seen a Man City game before to know that Sterling is going to do that.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, Mark, which is odd for me to say, especially these days. But you are 100% right in that it's Sterling. He's prone to falling down. Yes. Two ways. Sorry, I know I cut out.
I love it because it sounds like if someone could take that and make like a little techno recording with the sound of that, because that was super electronic. And McChronicle, I would agree. In fact, I had said that to Najee earlier, that if he did not call that foul, the ref would not have left the stadium alive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But listen, to Sterling's defense, which, remember, guys, I do not like Raheem Sterling. I am not a Raheem Sterling fan, but I have to say he's been one of England's best players.
I think he has been England's best player.
In pace, him and Calvin Phillips were the only two, and probably Maguire, still running up and down the pitch till the end. I mean, but at full speed, because Raheem Sterling had that dude beat, had two of those guys beat. He was full speed, and he was running sideways, like slanted. I can't see my hand, like slanted. So at full speed, any slightest touch, and he's going down, not as a dive, but just because that's how motion works. That's how physics work.
Right.
The laws of momentum. Now, so looking at it fast pace, you see how fast he was actually going, and he was making the turn. So is he already falling down a little bit? Yes. Does he get nudged? Yes. Does he ping pong into another guy? Yes. Is it a penalty? Yes. It's contact in the box, man. It's contact in the box.
I don't think there was contact.
But there was. You can see. So that's what I was saying. Look at it fast.
See what motion. I tell you about this caress of a whisper of a gentle woman's touch.
But but you look at it fast motion, and then you look at it super slow-mo, where, yes, there was a knee-to-knee brush that pushes him, and then Sterling starts to dive, and then the other guy clatters into him. So the combination of the two, I feel like that's always going to... Like, he's going to call it, and then they'll look at it and see how bad the dive was and how bad the contact was. And for them, yes, it's a little dive, but yes, there's a little touch. Go with the call on the field. It's not enough to turn it over.
It's so hard to take from Denmark players. It's going to be so hard to take. Because they were banging on penalties. You know, they were defending really well, and they were banging on penalties, you know. But I was telling Mark...
Now, should they not feel a little bit better, though? Like, look... We only lost because we're playing in Wembley and the ref wanted to get out with his life.
Yeah.
You know, and we lost on a stupid penalty. So
I agree.
I'd be happier if I was Denmark than I am as a Spanish fan.
I just don't understand what VAR is there for. If you're not going to overturn the mistakes and stuff, I don't know what
But it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake.
It's not a mistake.
It's not a disagree on that one, I'm telling you.
Where's the mistake? What is the clear and obvious mistake? Was there contact? Was there contact? Najee,
I don't think there was
contact.
I don't think
You're saying you don't think. Then rewatch it and see. There's 2 instances of contact.
I watched the same game that
He
you
was
did,
falling
and I
down
probably
in the
watched
second
it from
when-
a bigger screen.
Doesn't matter. He was falling down with possession.
If you're watching
of the
that
ball.
from your phone,
I was watching it sitting in front of my 50-inch television. All right, so relax.
oh, I'm relaxed.
Using
but I don't
Chris
see that.
Liverpool's
I
login.
don't think there was contact. I think it was a
But
flop.
you're saying
and he got away with it.
Think. You're saying you don't think.
Okay,
VAR isn't paid to think. VAR is paid to look and see.
No.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are. The ref can think.
Well, then they got it wrong.
The ref can
think. They got it wrong, and it's unfortunate that this game had to be decided that way. There was no contact.
You can say the ref got it wrong. Sure, you can say the ref got it wrong, and that's. But when they look at it and they see, okay, there is a little bit of contact, then they can't overturn it. If there was zero contact,
what?
Mark,
like his breath touched his leg. Oh, that's a little bit of contact.
His knee touched Sterling's knee.
Mark, we're not going to agree with Lolo. We're not going to agree.
No, it's not a matter of agreeing. He's just not going to acquiesce.
No, I'm saying that it was super soft. I'm saying it was soft, and Sterling's a diver.
You wouldn't have given it, Lolo.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And you know what? VAR wouldn't have overturned my decision because that's how close it was. He's diving and there's a touch. So they go with the call on the field. And the call on the field is what it went with. And that sucks.
You know, they're in the finals.
It's like in the NFL when they have to go with the call on the field. Like the call on the field carries more weight. And like I said to you guys in the text, had it not been called a penalty, they wouldn't have overturned it. They wouldn't have made it a penalty because
I guess it don't matter. It don't matter one way or the other. And no, I'm not. I don't think I'm wrong. Just like if it was, if it went the other way, you would be arguing the same thing. All I'm arguing is I didn't want to see the game decided that way. That's all I'm getting at. All right. You know, I'm not saying I was for the Danes or if I was for England. I'm just saying I didn't want the game decided that way, and I think it was kind of fucked up. It wasn't a penalty.
Absolutely.
You know, I wanted
it shouldn't have been called.
That's
all right. So I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it shouldn't have been called.
Yes, Paul, I have. The stoop is now a moving stoop. It's too hot to sit on the stoop, so I need air conditioning.
No doubt.
It's a moving stoop.
But listen, no, guys, I'm right there with you. I think it's totally soft. All I'm saying is I think you do need to go back and look at it. And the first knee to knee is so slight and tiny, but Sterling did play it perfectly. Sterling knew what he was doing. He was going for it.
Of the waft
it's
of
a smart play. It's a smart play, and if VAR doesn't overturn it, that means it's a brilliant play because it won him the game. Now Kane messed up his penalty and got really lucky that Schmeichel splashed it to him, but
yeah.
Anyway, guys,
are you there?
Sorry. Yeah, I am there.
All right,
but yes. To get off of that, like we're never going to agree. I mean, I actually don't think it's a penalty, but there's not enough to overturn it, is all I'm saying. Like it comes down to it comes down to the fact that there was a tiny bit of contact, so they can't overturn it.
That's okay, and
that sucks.
Fair to England, they're in the final now. Harry Kane got 4 goals now, guys. Is he gonna be the top scorer?
That's all I have to say.
So what? He's got to get. He has to get one more to tie.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's feasible. That's feasible.
So he's got to get 2. Do they just give it to 2 people if it's a draw?
Yeah. They would give it to 2 people. Yeah.
Who on earth is Cristiano Ronaldo?
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Whatever.
And
like
is that what you want to do? Is this what you want to do right now?
The most famous football player on the planet.
Don't watch him. Don't know enough about him.
I wish
Sorry,
you could see the
I got
smile.
to. I see the smile. I see that shit-eating grin, just with the little poopies sliding down the corners. You know, I
Anyway.
don't watch him.
No.
This tournament is the most I've ever watched him. Cristiano.
How many penalties did he score?
I don't fucking know.
How many penalties did he score?
He has 5 penalties.
2, I think.
I think
No,
he
he
scored
scored more than that.
3.
No, 3. 3 out of the
Three
5.
Scored
Yeah.
3 penalties.
Yeah.
So if
And so
Fernandes
Kane
was
is
playing-
better than him. Kane is better than him because he missed his penalty.
Well, okay, let's say that he scored in a penalty today, Kane. That would be 1 penalty, right? Or
Yeah.
so you
Yeah.
know, I think. Look, it's gonna be fascinating to know how England is gonna play against Italy. They can't play 4-2-3-1. They can't.
Yeah.
They're gonna go back to 3-4-3. You know,
Yeah.
and that's gonna be the end of probably Saka, because I don't think.
Listen, I don't think Saka had a great game. That one play that led to the goal, which was started off by
I
a
felt
great
he was
pass by
adequate.
Kane.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was tremendous. He was adequate.
But I don't think it's enough to keep Jadon Sancho out of the team. I think Jadon Sancho is a much more
Guys,
developed player.
Rashford can't even get a minute.
Yeah. That's crazy too.
Every time Rashford plays against Chelsea, I'm just taking Chelsea right now. I am scared to death from Rashford. That's the only player who scares me on Man United.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to say about Southgate and his love affair with Sterling and everybody except Rashford. You know, I'm sorry.
But really, can you blame him? They're in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's it's obviously working.
Yeah. No,
as much as you say that, yeah.
You know, I mean, they loaded this team up. They absolutely loaded this team up.
Yeah.
You know, so
Grealish,
had there been any sort of injuries and look, Grealish came on and he had his time and he had that really great assist in like in the round of 16,
first game
right?
that he played. Yeah, the first game that
he had a
played,
really great assist,
guys.
But he wasn't exactly fit, for most of the season. So why put your trust in that? I guess
Guys, Grealish came in and off.
Yeah, but that was tactical. Like, that was as soon as the goal was scored. He was
Why
like, shut it down.
Grealish off? No, I mean, I would keep Grealish.
Who did he put in? Who did he put in? Trippier.
Yeah,
exactly. So you know exactly what he's doing. He's going defense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's doing. No, I'm sorry, but Sterling could have came off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're right.
You want to keep the fresh legs in my opinion, you like kind of wasted one substitution like that on Grealish. I don't know.
The way Sterling was racing down the pitch in like the 115th minute. Those legs look pretty fresh to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the Premier League, when these things happen, you know how they talk about it.
But the Premier League isn't a knockout game, and that's what he's doing. He's going, we cannot give up the goal, and had they given up a goal, he would have been crucified because now you have Trippier shooting a penalty instead of Grealish.
Yeah,
which may be fine, but if Trippier misses, then Southgate's done.
But the fitness, although
for that one thing,
English players played the most games in the calendar year, and they are still the fittest. Like, this is amazing. Calvin Phillips was running like he never stopped running. Calvin Phillips, Sterling, like Mark said, he was running up until the 120 minute.
Yeah.
They are so fit. That's something that I give to them.
And you saw Denmark and even Italy in extra time yesterday. Italy looked gassed.
Yeah, they did.
So
they're older players, with Italy.
Yeah.
I think it's the oldest team, if I'm not mistaken.
So I would say if England goes to England in the finals, would be fine going to extra time. Of course, they want to end it beforehand, but extra time, I think they would have the benefit of that. You're right. They're definitely
the much deeper team.
And much deeper.
Yeah,
You know?
and look, but I think Italy will play 10 behind the ball in case like it went far in the game, and
Mhm.
they are so good at defending, you know.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a nice game.
Yeah.
Let's see who win the battle in midfield. That's the key, you know. Barella,
Yeah.
Jorginho, and Verratti. These are three smart, good players. You know, they control tempo, they aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, the Stoop crew is definitely the oldest at the Euros. I think our average age of the Stoop crew is like 42. And we're proud of it.
I think Cantek kind of brings us down a little bit. He's still
No,
pretty
I'm
young,
talking
isn't he?
about our whole crew.
Our whole crew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because
Our
there's
average.
some guys who bring it up, but
Yeah, definitely.
listen, guys, I
Screw
don't want to
you,
be.
man. Screw you,
I wasn't
man.
even talking about you.
Let's talk about this. Come on, look at this. Come on, look at that. Look who's in number
Number
2.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
two.
look at that.
Oh my goodness, John.
I picked the
Wow.
score today, and I picked Kane to score.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow.
Very, very nice.
Ah,
I at least got the score today. I got the correct score today, but that
know
won't
what
bring
I
me
don't
up.
know
out
what
of,
I had, but
Hey.
I'll be happy sitting in top 10 heading into the
John
final.
needs to win the final. John, whatever Rob does, you have to do the opposite, because otherwise you
Yeah.
can't beat him. You can't beat
Yeah.
him. I'm just letting you know right now.
Yeah, but I don't think you can actually look at
But listen,
what they do
I
until
know-
the game is
Look.
being played.
John,
I know Rob's wife's phone number, so I'll call her and have her take a screen grab.
no, he's
of
gonna
his
go
Scorito.
for England. John, you have to go for Italy, man. I'm just letting you know.
He's Italian, of course he's going for Italy.
But I don't know. Rob is a Spurs fan, so you never know what he would do. He's probably
fair
like,
enough.
if I pick England, they'll lose, so I'm going to pick Italy.
Yeah.
That's what most English fans are like anyway.
Yeah.
They don't want to like actually put money down because they'll feel like if they lose, it was because they had too much
Hey,
confidence.
If John
Hey, I
wins,
went up 3 points.
yeah, that would be
You're
great.
up 3 points?
3
What is it?
spaces, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Football good. That's Mr. Cantek.
Anyway.
Not doing so good.
No, Cantek is, he mailed it.
But guys, I did say yesterday, and I've been saying all week since
You
Denmark and England went in, I said I called 2-1. I think yesterday I changed it to 3-1, but the 2-1 with Denmark scoring first. And I said if England scores first, they'll probably lose.
Mm-hmm.
If Denmark scores first, it will spur them on, and they'll stop being like, oh, our clean sheets.
Yeah.
And then just play with a bit of abandon. I thought the floodgates would open, but Denmark is just that good. Denmark is solid.
Hey, did you guys see what Paul said?
Which time?
Where the fuck is Lolo going? It's been costing him a fortune.
He's taking his
it
daughter
is.
to train with the Spanish national team.
Yeah. We're going to JFK, and it will be like an hour, and it will be like $800.
Oh, Cantek,
So
I
let's
love
get those
that.
super chats in.
I absolutely love that. Oh yeah, there it is. That's a lovely play on words.
Lovely trolling going on
Lovely
right now.
trolling going on right now. It's coming Rome.
But fellas, I'm actually gonna head out. Gonna end the call right now. Got to save some battery for the plane. But thank you guys so much for holding down the fort and doing a great job with everything, even if we don't agree on everything.
Have a safe trip.
Yeah,
but
man.
thank you guys so much. I will see you guys for happy hour. And I was gonna say, don't forget the winner of Scorito will get a free Stoop hat. But if John wins, I guess you can have your pick. You can have 8-hour abs. You can have the new, what's the new hockey one we got? Roller derby, VHS tape. So John, you'll get your pick if you win. But Rob, if you win, you get a free hat.
can I lose instead?
Absolutely.
Mr.
can
Director,
switch
you can
spots
do
with me.
whatever you wish.
All right. Well, listen, guys, love you very much. Love you, Stoop crew. Great to see Karen C, Ben, everybody, Paul H, Mr. Tom. I don't think he's here, but everybody. And I will see you guys for happy hour. I will be in Spain for happy hour, and it will be very, very late at night. So,
Fantastic.
Paul H, congratulations. Sorry, we'll miss
Yeah,
you
no
on happy
doubt.
hour, but
But
congratulations.
Congrats,
congratulations
Paul.
to your son, man. That's fantastic.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Karen.
All right.
We'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of the show, fellas.
Be good. All right. Okay. Well, that's Lolo heading off to Spain. I'm gonna miss that cat. I'm gonna miss being on the stoop. So y'all gonna have to bear with us on these happy hours, and because our fearless leader is taken off. And I do is the longest sentence. But no, not really. Again, Paul, congratulations to your son. So what are our predictions? I mean, I know everyone's picking England, what do we have? What are we looking for in the next match? What do you think's going to happen?
It's a tough call, man. Like it's the only game I haven't thought about who's gonna win outright. I think it's going to penalties, but I can't also decide who's gonna win the penalties.
Yeah, you think it's gonna go the full distance, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna upset a lot of people. I think Italy might just edge it on penalties, to be honest. Between Donnarumma, Jorginho, all that crew out there, I don't know. I feel that. I don't think. I don't think it's gonna be decided within the first 90 minutes in regular time. I don't think so. And you know how it goes in extra time. Both teams are nervous. They're gonna try and defend, and let's go to penalties. We'll settle it there and see what happens. And there we go.
I was convinced at a certain point that Italy was going to win it all, but then Spinazzola got hurt, and I really saw a different team yesterday against Spain, and as far as Italy, and I think that England is just that much deeper. If it does, it could go into extra time. I don't think it goes to penalty kicks. I think it's going to be England 3-2. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game.
Really?
I do. I really, really do. I think
England scoring 3 against Italy.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going to say it's possible.
Italy haven't conceded like 3 goals in I don't know how many years. They are on a
there's a first time for everything. Just like there's a first time in
Mark,
50 some odd years for England to win a major to win an international tournament.
They haven't lost in 35 games in a row. Italy.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I know. I'm aware.
So I don't know. I think it's going to be 0-0, to be honest with you, until the penalties. I think it's that kind of game it's going to be. Look, there is a lot of firepower with England. I understand. Foden, Grealish, Kane, Rashford.
And they're hitting their stride right now.
That's I don't know.
Their attack is hitting a stride. They didn't score. They scored but 2 goals today. One on a penalty, one on an own goal, sure. But their attack is just it's hitting a stride. We're seeing more of an attack than we saw in the group stage. Now I know group stage. Once you get out of the group stage, things change. All bets are off at that point. But yeah, I see both teams coming out and just attacking. But who knows? I don't know anything. I've only been watching this sport for 2 seasons.
I can give you one thing about England. Their players are tall, physical. That's going to be very important for free kicks and corners. Italy players are really short, to be honest, especially that midfield between Barella,
Yeah.
Verratti, and Jorginho.
Yeah.
They're not physical. Their technique, but they're not physical. They're technical, but not physical. Insigne, Insigne is like 5'6", maybe 5'7", all these players, and you see the Maguires, the Jones Stones, the Declan Rice, these are like good physical players. So if England is going to score, they have to train their free kicks and corners beforehand, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, yeah, I could see. No. I'm not even gonna attempt to agree with you that I think that it's gonna go. That it's gonna be a 0-0 and that it is going to end up at with penalty kicks. I think we're gonna be seeing some. Thanks, John. I think we're gonna see some goals. I think we're going to see some uncharacteristic, things tend to change. I don't know.
The McChronicle is saying that do not start Declan Rice, please. He's asking Southgate. If they play with 3-4-3, I think he should start Henderson instead of Declan Rice and pair Henderson with Calvin Phillips. I don't know. I think that's a better option if he's going to play with that formation, because with 3 at the back, plus the 2 wing backs, plus another 2 defensive midfielders, that's a lot of defenders there, in fairness. And I would start maybe Reece James on the right-hand side, to be honest with you, instead of I don't know, whoever plays in that position for England. I would start Reece James on the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
We haven't seen much of him in the knockout round, have we?
No. He played an excellent Champions League final against Man City, but he's still young, and he has a very nice shot, and his pace he's so quick. So I don't know. He's never been given a chance this tournament, but never say never.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know where this guy keeps coming from, but he's really kind of bumming me out. He's giving me the stick like this, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I'll let him. I'm fine. I'm not too worried.
Gantak is talking about Kyle Walker. Yeah, Kyle Walker is gonna make the 3-man defense with Maguire and Stones. So those are the three at the back for England during that game. He is one of their best players. I agree. He's quick, fast, physical. He's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he put in a really good game today. Oh, geez, he's back. This is great. Yeah, I thought Kyle Walker put in a pretty good. I mean, look, the entire back defense is just ridiculous with England.
Goal.
Yeah, it was, and Lolo definitely predicted that.
But it was a free kick,
Yeah, but however it comes, I mean,
yeah, of course,
Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's going to be the show. Najee does bring a lot to the table. I'm bringing absolutely nothing to the table today, and not very prepared, I guess. So thanks, Najee, for joining me today. You're really picking up my slack, And the guy with the giant sausage after beers is just wow. He just really crushed me. So. Anyway, I'm not going to let that bother me. I'm just going to be very happy with the fact that the guy that doesn't know what he's talking about is at least still in the top 10 for Scorito, but I guess anyone can get completely lucky from that.
We still have a happy hour to assert our prediction at 100%.
100%. I'll just settle for 55%.
Yeah, it's still too early right now.
Yeah, I watch more Premiership games than most of you, but I do watch a share. I don't. This is my first actual real paying attention to to a European tournament. So that's been a lot of fun. That way, I've been learning a lot about different players that I wouldn't normally see. Isaac. He was really incredible to watch, even though for a very, very, very short time. In the last 2 years, I've been just watching nothing but Premier League. So to see these teams and to learn, to see what people talk about. People talk about this guy for Juventus and this guy for Inter Milan and this guy for Real Madrid. It's actually kind of cool to finally see them. I mean, I've known of Mbappe, but I've never watched him play before. I have never really even watched Ronaldo. I've not even watched enough to where I even can get his name right. But for those of you, somebody had mentioned that I can't even get names right. Boy, that was what we used to do. I used to not be able to get anything right. I mean, come on. I called Lukaku, and that's been a running joke. Lukaku, running forever. Am I wearing a Watford t-shirt? No, I'm wearing a Wolves shirt, dude. That's my team. I follow the Wolves. But I also follow just about everybody else, every other team as well in the Premier League. I'm not really that. I don't have that much skin in the game of the teams. It's not like Naji, who's probably been following Chelsea for how long? You've been following Chelsea for 10 years, 20 years?
A little bit more than 22 years.
There you go. Lolo's been following Arsenal for 15 years. I have followed for a season and a half, 2 seasons that was interrupted by a pandemic.
I know.
That's great. I'd tell you what, man. The Wolves shit the bed, and I will be wearing that Leeds shirt because, to have picked a team. I picked this. Let's be honest. I'm just gonna be bluntly honest. All cards on the table. I had not watched I watched one match of football before I picked Wolves. I'd never even seen them play before. I was just like, I'm gonna pick them, and that's cool. I didn't want to pick a top 6 team, and obviously this season proved that why I didn't want to pick a top 6 team because they have all the money. But I'm happy to be a Wolves fan. I really enjoyed last season. I did not enjoy this past season. So when I say last season, 2 seasons ago, this season I did not enjoy the Wolves season. I did not enjoy how broken they ended up being by the end of the season. So, but I did not pick them because they have a cool name and logo, although I do know where the logo came from. I guess someone designed it in a contest and then it got lost. And then 20 years later they found it and we're like, oh yeah, this is cool. Let's use it. At least that's all I know. But Nuno to Spurs must really burn. It did, especially after the fact that Jose got fired, let go, quit, whatever he did, and then Nuno gets fired, let go, quit, and it was just. I just want to know why did it take 2.5 months to get Nuno to Spurs? It's like playing the dating game. You have bachelor number 1, bachelor number 2, bachelor number 3.
It exactly took 72 days before they appointed Nuno. You know why? Because they ran out of ideas. Nobody wanted to come to Spurs. From Gattuso to the guy from Ajax, Amsterdam. Who else didn't want to? They didn't want to come, and they couldn't get off their contract. They didn't want to come, and for that reason.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, it was a bit of a mess, especially with Harry Kane not wanting to be there. Does Nuno change that? Do you think that Harry Kane goes, oh yeah, I guess I want to stick around because you got Nuno. He's pretty good. I've heard of him. You know, I don't know. I'm really interested in what that what that conversation is and when it will be, because, you know, should England win, I don't think Harry Kane is going to be getting on his mobile and like making that appointment with Nuno saying, yeah, I'll log. Let's talk tomorrow. I'm free after tomorrow.
Look,
or I'm free after Sunday.
A lot of people are saying right now that, oh, Nuno didn't call Harry Kane yet. Well, he is playing in the Euros right now and really doesn't want to hear anything about Tottenham. Mason Mount don't want to hear anything about Chelsea. They are really focused right now. Let's be honest, you know. And when the Euro is over by this Sunday, there's only like he's gonna go on vacation. Harry's gonna go on vacation. He's
gonna sleep for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, there is only like 3 weeks to a month before the start of the season. It's not the time. This is a big transfer, like $150 million. I don't think it's gonna be done, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think Kane goes anywhere. And then there was the other talk about somebody else making a big split or getting for a big transfer. Was it Grealish? Grealish is like 140.
Yes, but yes.
You know, I mean, are these guys really worth that kind of money?
Well, you know, don't forget, Man U got Pogba for about £90 million. They got Harry Maguire is the most expensive defender in the world. Don't forget how much they paid for Lukaku. I think it's also around $90 million. You know,
but these are all under 9 digits. You know,
yes,
this is like now we're seeing 140, 150. I've even heard someone suggest that Harry Kane was worth 200.
Yeah,
and to me that just boggles my mind.
Yeah, don't forget, Man City, they got a lot of money, you know, and now that UEFA turned down, like they shut down the FIFA, the fair play. So now you could spend, if you want to spend, it's this year. You could spend how much money do you want? It's this year or never, this summer. So Man City is going to buy, man. Like they have the money.
So they're going to do what Chelsea did last year?
Maybe, you know, I mean, Chelsea, don't forget, when Chelsea bought last year, they haven't bought for like a year and a half when, you know, Lampard took over. Since Lampard took over, they haven't bought anything because they had that penalty from UEFA.
Right.
So that's what they bought for, like, you know, they bought for like 2 years, players for 2 years, kind of 2 years. But I think Grealish is gonna go to Man City just because everything was talked about before. And don't forget, Aston Villa tried to buy Smith Rowe from Arsenal, so they're trying to get a replacement for Grealish.
I don't want Grealish on City. That's just not fair.
If he goes to City, I don't think they would need a striker just because I think Pep is going to play with a false 9 all the time. He's going to play Sterling, Grealish, and Foden.
Right, exactly.
And, you know?
Yeah. Well, we can. I think this will make for a great topic for happy hour on Friday. We can talk about where we have hopefuls going, who's worth what, who's doing anything. But as
just want to reply to Adriano here. He's asking if is Haaland really going to Chelsea?
No, he's not.
Not right now.
Haaland's not leaving Dortmund.
Not this year. He's not.
I don't see him leaving anytime soon. I don't see him leaving.
Yeah. Dortmund,
but I don't know much, you know.
Yeah, Dortmund made up their money already by the sale of Sancho. You know, they can't afford to lose Sancho and Haaland in one season, so they're gonna keep Haaland. They got to the Champions League. They're gonna have the fans back, and Haaland didn't really enjoy the fans. He loves the fans from Dortmund, and he really didn't enjoy them yet.
Right.
They went his name. So he is not going to Chelsea right now. He might go next season or the season after that, but right now he's going to stay with Dortmund.
I love Conche saying Who knows? But as we're getting to the end of our hour, I just wanted to go through some of these comments, rather than just our Stoop crew, and thank them all for joining us. Conche, Adriano, Bremner's Ghost, Jay Michaels, Whoever else I'm missing here. Grogan 92, Villamartin, and all the bunch. Paul H. Thank you very much, y'all. And thanks for the support during this bit of trolling that we experienced today. We don't get this very often, so it's not something that we. Oh, and Mr. Matt Kantak, of course. Mr. Matt Kantak, who he's at the allergist right now.
Kantak isn't a Stoop crew member.
I know we shouldn't even. We can't put comments if you're not a Stoop crew member.
Exactly, the bastard.
All right, so if you haven't already, smash a like if it's worthwhile today. It was a little unorthodox, with Lolo going, but we wanted to definitely do a show. For the semifinal with England. Obviously, if you saw him, he was doing it from the cab with a little spotty service. At least he was able to do it. There's nothing more that we'd all three love to be on our stoop, in the hot sun, sweating our sweats off. But yeah, if you can, smash a like. For Jay Michaels, thank you for re-upping on your subscription. Hopefully, next show will be better. After that, this is Spawny Mark and Najee from Brooklyn.
Peace.
Adios, bitches.